All right, we on live. We are on the air. No, it's good. All right. We're out here another Saturday. Pop out to get this wicked, sinful kingdom. America was known in the Bible as Babylon the Great. First off, we're going to face the east. We give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Rakka Yahweh, Rakka Yahweh, Rakka Yahushua, Rakka Yahweh, Rakka Yahushua, water. All right, we're going to give all to water with me. Thank the Most High, Yahweh, Yahushua, put the fear on us. All right, to be a vessel of the honor, Lord willing, to come out and prophesy in this kingdom. All right, in sincerity and in truth. Okay, we'll give double honor to the elder apostle, a great Milton who will. And everything taking the oxygen I put to the truth, I call it the four corner of the earth, to the spirit and power of Yahweh outside of the hopeful elect. At the end of the day, it's all about the elect of Israel that can be saved out of the abundance of Israel that can die on this side. All right, we're out here with the so-called Negro, Latinos, and American Indians, which who line goes back to the descendants of the Hebrew Israelites, and know that have been scattered among the nation of the earth, or with the diaspora that have been scattered among the nation. Okay, and the world entity called God, its true name is Yahweh. That's the true heavenly Father's name, the Most High, is Yahweh, which means He is, He to be, He is this. All right, and the world entity called Jesus Christ, which is the only begotten Son of the Most High, is Yahweh Shai. All right, which means He delivers. All right, He can come and deliver the elect, the remnant, the small remnant out of Israel. All right, with the main focal point of property is right here in America, which is known as Babylon the Great. Okay, all right, and we're going to Esau Enterprise will not be successful. All right, they got to identify who is Esau Edom. Well, Esau Edom is a so-called white man that have been identified, all right, through faith, well, through property, then through faith, if you can believe it and receive it, that he's the damn devil that the Bible speaks of. All right, and he have a great judgment that have been bestowed upon him since the beginning. Okay, and he cannot escape that judgment, no matter how much he try to use enchantment, witchcraft, all right, all those sorts of things that he's gonna try to put off the judgment, but he's not. All right, I can tell you that in Isaiah 13:14, now dying that enchantment, and you can put off the evil thereof. You're not gonna be able to do it. Okay, so we're gonna go into Esau. Got that Job 18. Yep.
This is the book of Job 18.
And you got a couple chapters throughout Job that go into Esau Edom. All right, the downfall and demise of his kingdom. All right, because you people think this is the end all be all. This is forever. All right, but Esau's not gonna be forever young. All right, like that song Forever Young. No, his time is up, and his time is very close. That's why he's scrambling. That's why he's going so hard on the digital system. All right, digital ID, auto. That's his end game with the MOTV. Which actually he's trying to do a digital enslavement of the people on the earth to try to get his birthright back. All right, through the left hand energy, which is all what is that it's all aesthetic. All right, so I think of the word when you look up the
This is Job chapter 18, starting at verse 4.
No, it's starting at
1. Start at the top. This is verse 1. And
everybody got feet up? Hey, chime in, jump in, let them fire off.
This is Job chapter 18 and verse 1, and it reads, Then answered Bildad the Shuhite and said, How long will it be ere you make an end of words? Mark, and afterward will we speak.
They about to be Job's friend. All right, going in because they was doing. They got to the point where they was just talking bullshit, man. So, hey, and eventually Job responded. Go ahead.
Wherefore we counted as beasts and reputed vile in your sight. Verse 4, and it reads, He teareth himself in his anger. Shall the earth be forsaken for thee, and shall the rock be removed out of its place? Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out.
Right, the light of the wicked is going to be put out, man. All right, because the scripture said the triumph of the wicked, but for a moment. Okay, he thought it's not going to be here forever. All right, it's just there right here. This is prophecy, Job prophesying. Right. All right, way before he thought became he only became somewhat of a great kingdom or nation during the Greek period. All right, but then he conquered the original Greek. All right, with the descendant of Japheth that started the whole Greek culture and stuff. All right, because you go into the history, it was the Edomite of Macedonia that came into power. All right, and it show you that Alexander the Great, his father was what is it, John or something, whatever his father name, the Macedonian. All right, and even that fucking that wicked nigga Haman, all right, was a Macedonian during the Persian Empire. All right, but those are like the small hatter at the time in the ancient time. All right, and those are the top tribe of Edom, of the Edomite. Right?
Start again, verse 5. It reads, yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine.
Right, the spark of his fire. What drives people is that spark. All right, all that thing that he dream of, the NWO, the champion of the people, that's that spark he has. But that's going to be put out. All right, he gonna have that drive, that purpose no more. All right, because the only purpose he really had was to be a damn devil on the earth, to deceive the nation. All right, pursuing the prophecy of Revelation. All right, to come out for a little season, and this is a little season right now. All right, he's out of the cave. All right, where he had to get all cleaned up for being a dirty ass Edomite. All right, the Renaissance period of rebirth. All right, to come back. All right, into power. All right, well, the process of history and literature and corruption. All right, because they got the power to corruption, but it was all for prophecy. How about how was on their side to get back into power for prophecy thing. All right, because there had to be a falling away first, and that meant still to be that meant sin to be revealed. All right, with the Esau Edom.
It's also sorcery.
Yep.
Witchcraft. That's how he's able to deceive the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like all these, like the Hollywood music, he's able to influence the people on the earth through those mediums.
Yep.
That's why, you know, you watch those certain, they got videos, they got countless videos out there showing those signs that celebrities throw up. All that is part of those secret societies. All that is part of that light of the wicked.
Yep.
You know, the Lord is, as you can see, is wearing off, man. Because a lot of people are doing all these apps such as TikTok. All this man is being exposed, man. All those secrets, that should have been exposed, but more and more information is coming out. We're in the information age, man. You know, he's not able to be as sophisticated or as cunning as he once was, man. All that shit is starting to fail him. Like he says, he's getting worried in those councils, man.
Yep.
This is verse 6, and it reads, the light shall be dark in his tabernacle.
Right, and it's growing. All right, that's that part of the light being put out.
Yeah.
All right, there'll be no, instead nobody can be able to pick their tinder up here at Babylon Great no more.
Yep.
All right, once the missile hit, all right, and the dust settled, all right, the nuclear winter, we could take 100 years for it to be over.
Yep.
All right, so you have certain areas where they got hit with nuclear missiles, and nuclear winter lasted for a year, a decade.
Yep.
All right, look at Chernobyl in Russia. All right, it's still tape off for the feet. All right, it still have high radiation from the blast that happened a decade ago. Right. So just imagine how much more America, which is from east to the west coast.
It's Amos chapter 5, verse 18. It says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you?
Right, anybody who denying the day of the Lord, talking about, oh, Jesus the Christ coming back on the 23rd of September. All right? Hey, you niggas screaming and hollering in the damn forest. Now, I get it. Jake is destitute out here, man. Jake is hopeless. All right? They ready to be captured out here.
Right.
But they're in the wrong spirit. All right? They have a knowledge, but not according. They have a deal, but not according to knowledge.
Yep.
All right?
That's right.
But hey, you gotta remember the scripture. That's why always go back to the basics, the foundation of the scripture.
Yep.
If anybody tell you somebody coming, your house try to come back on such and such date and contrary to the scripture. No man knows.
Right.
Not even the Lord himself knows.
Right.
All right, not even the angel. Not even the angel will be like, hey, outside, you know your time coming up.
Right.
Hey, the date coming up. No.
Right.
Only the Most High knows.
Right.
All right, but y'all let a man deceive y'all into that. But the deceiver are his.
Right.
All right.
Right, that's why the scriptures say, blessed is he that readeth,
Yep.
and comprehend the things that are written.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Because you gotta read to understand. You can't let no thought, well, you gonna be deceived if the Lord wants you to be deceived.
Right.
You gotta read the prophecies.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And you will find in the scriptures that it says that the angels, like the brother said, the angels, Yahweh Shai, they don't know the time.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
Goddamn Hamite pastor trying to dictate the coming of Yahweh Shai.
Right. Yep. This is the point right here, though. Yep. It says, the day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Yeah, darkness. I mean, it could be a bad time. All right, and literally too. And that sure gonna come and block out everything, man. You're not gonna be able to see the stars, the moon, the sun. It could be a completely darkness out here and total chaos and destruction.
Yep.
All right, that's the darkness that's coming. All right, that the Lord is bringing. All right.
Yep. It says, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into a house and
Yeah, you sleep in one situation like, damn. One dangerous situation to another one. All right, and you think like, damn, I escaped all these dangerous situations. You got found a little rest, but then what happened?
Yep. It says, or went into the house and laid his hand on the wall, and the serpent bit him.
Right, you got that little rest. Woo. But then the serpent is cunning. All right, it's stubborn.
Yep.
All right, it don't just. It's not like a bear. It's not a lion.
Right.
No, they're gonna creep up on you.
Yep.
And that's how the last breaking people. A lot of people. They got the rest. Woo. Bam.
Yep.
You know, they might get their hair blown off, or an animal come up and attack their ass.
Yep.
Hey, they might get captured to be eaten. You can have a group of cannibals out here.
Yep.
They can be eating people. They can be collecting bodies. You can get very brutal out here, man.
Yep.
It's all within the mind that he thought kingdom.
Yep. Yep. It says, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it?
Yeah, very dark. With no brightness, there ain't gonna be no hope for y'all, man.
Yep.
There can be no solution for y'all. There can be no salvation for you people. All right, the only salvation I can come to are the elect. The rest of people are gonna be in that dark ass, destituted spirit. All right.
And also those chariots, man, when the chariots, they're gonna be bringing destruction as well.
Yep.
You know, of course, you know, missiles, that's the cherry on top of the chariots. They're gonna be out here doing damage as well.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna cause smoke because that's concentrated fire. Those lasers coming out of those. When you watch the movie War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise, man, they give you that illustration, ID4.
Yep.
Independence Day, man.
Yeah.
You know, so where do you think they get those ideas from? They get it from the Bible, man.
Yep.
You know, because them fucking actors, they don't know what the hell. Well, some of them do, but most of them don't. They, you know, they's puppets, man.
Yeah.
You know, but them elites, they know who we are.
Yep.
Okay, that's what the brothers going into, man. You know, the higher ups. We ain't talking about you average everyday Edomites, man. Y'all know what the fuck is going on. Right. Y'all just like our people, just a bunch of fools, man. Lost.
Yep. All right.
That was it.
This is jump back into Job chapter 18 and verse 6, and it reads, the light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him.
Yep.
The steps of his strength.
Yeah, because the way he thought he would be no more. I can think of a candle and it's like this is the way following, right? Because they call themselves the Illuminati, right? But they got the false light, all right? The false enlightenment way of living, the way to conduct life on earth, all right? With wickedness, all right? So that could be put out on earth,
Right.
all right?
Right. Like the scriptures, this is a lamp and a guide unto us.
Right.
This is how we navigate, you know, because you use a light to see where your footing is, man.
Yep.
You know, and that light is on the left-hand side, but that light is starting to dwindle, man.
Yep.
That lamp is going, that's what it means. Lord putting that understanding out,
Yep.
that guide is starting to follow.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They getting real sloppy with these stories, man. You know how they stage these events. You know, that good old Captain Kirk. You know what I'm saying? They had a video. They explained, some dude was breaking it down. They used a fucking blue, what they call it, projector. They used a blue beam to make a blue beam shit. The illusion of something taking place.
Right.
You know, so that's showing you that witchcraft, man. They showed it when they first did it with Tupac. They showed like an image of Tupac in Coachella years ago. They was using that blue beam shit, man. You know, so they already showed you that they have that technology to be able to manipulate it.
Yeah, why were there over 200 plus FBI agents at the crowd?
Right.
Why you need that many agents at a crowd with some new people? All right, what? Help facilitate something? Make sure nobody don't. Nah, come on, man. Hey, the shit is up, man. The jig is up.
Like the same FBI agents that was at Trump's so-called assassination.
Right.
The same ones.
Right.
You know, we see your audible, so.
Right.
How about Rashad, can I read this?
Yeah, man.
This is Job. It lines perfect with that precept. This is Job chapter 20, verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short?
Yeah, the triumphing of the wicked is but short. All right, we know Esau Edom's rule is short, man.
Yeah.
He can have the shortest rulership on earth.
Yeah.
All right, out of all the nations, he can have the shortest rulership in recorded history. All right, the last heathen nation to rule the earth. All right, but this is as far as wickedness and left a nation had gone. All right, it's through Esau Edom.
That was a wickedness.
Yeah.
It's fucking level groundbreaking, man.
Yeah.
Like a bad word. This man that went totally beyond the fucking the spectrum of what you know. It's everything, all those past wicked kingdoms. It's all those kingdoms in one on steroids, man.
Yep.
You know, because they got it to where they homosexuality, they have rights, man. And there's laws protecting that abominable shit, man.
Right.
You know, because according to the law, they supposed to be excommunicado, man.
Right.
But see here in Babylon, you know, if you do that, that's considered a hate crime. You gonna get locked up.
Yep.
You know.
Back in Job chapter 20, verse 4, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment?
Right, he a full-blown hypocrite, man. That dude done everything opposite of what the Bible says.
Right.
Really, the damn funky-ass devil declared the Bible the land of the law in 1983. Ronald Reagan.
Right.
But here it is, you break every law into the Bible.
Right.
So I should be able to go to court and be like, Your Honor, can we follow this? Pursuant to what Ronald Reagan said in 1983, this is the law of the land.
Right.
So I have to be able to do what I need to do in order to conduct righteously in this society.
Right.
You think it'll honor that? Hell no, man.
No.
That's why the Catholics work behind their back.
Right.
But hey, guess what? They still can be held to the standard and the judgment that's written in thereof in these Bibles. Why the property for property's sake?
Right.
They devil do whatever he wants in the Bible. Hey, the property at the end of the day gonna win. All right? And these people are faithful and true. All right? And the Lord gonna make good on his word. He a man that shall not lie.
Verse 6, though his excellency mount up to the heavens.
Right, we know he's going into the faith, all right, with his little futile spaceship and his satellite and shit. But guess what? He'll be thrown in. Go ahead.
And his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung.
Right, he gets y'all prepared forever like his own dung. All right, that gonna circle him back to the last verse of Job chapter 18. All right, this nigga is gonna get out of here. He's gonna be eradicated from the face of the fucking earth, man. Cause his whole earth need a whole reset, and in that reset, this devil can't be involved in that, man. only with slavery. All right, for 1,000 years to happen, he got to go. So he still got to pay his tab. All right, what he had done to the children of Israel for the controversy of Israel for Zion's sake, man. This devil gonna have to pay up, and then guess what? He's out of here, man. Right? He can flip all he wants. But you don't realize that he can be in shackles and chains. All right? And this shackle chain ain't no joke, man. They ain't no like no handcuff that he thought slapping your wrist nowadays, man. He had that video of that Jake, he sitting there, and on you mic, he started changing her wrist, and she started crying. She was like, because it was so heavy, and it was just imagine, she was trying to imagine what our people went through in slavery, man. This bitch started crying. Hey, but that's not enough, though. Them fake ass tears not enough to be like, oh, I'm sorry. No, we need you physically in bondage. All right? And on top of that, we get double. Bitch started crying.
It says, they which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yeah.
That's crazy because that's all when you see these Edomites, it's like, you know, that's gonna be a sight to see. Like, man, you ain't gonna see no Edomites. Like, when's the last time you seen an Edomite?
Like, how you call a day without not seeing an Edomite? Like,
a day without an Edomite.
Man. hey, a day without an Edomite, it would be like it would be like the perfect day.
That's heavy.
It's not like it's not like a day without niggas, a day without Mexican where it would just collapse. It would be like nothing going on. But a day without Esau, shit. It would be, you talking about lit, it would be super far lit, man.
It's gonna be for eternity. So that's like the brother said, that's heaven, man. That's what we patiently waiting for, even though like he gonna have to serve this 1,000 years. But just imagine, man. That's years later down the line, man.
Yeah.
Where we're gonna be like, damn, when the last time we seen the Edomite, man.
We're trying to remember.
Put up a hologram. That's that nigga right here. Look at him. Oh, put that shit away, man. Get back to the drink.
The scriptures speak on it, like the trees and the animals are gonna rejoice. They see the nice people.
They said no tree, because people think do stuff, man. And then the tree and plant are living organisms. They communicate to each other. So hey, they could be like, damn, there's no Edomite around. They could be fucking more vibrant, alright? They could be on a higher frequency and everything, man. Man, like an Esau is a cancer in the earth. Right. Just him being here is wickedness, man. His whole existence in here is wickedness. All right, his energy is wickedness. All right, and people can think, well, not everybody, but some people can think wickedness, man. They can think bad people. All right, and he's the main culprit of being wicked. Go ahead.
It says, he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
Right, it's just like he got a vision and he just like went away. That's how he thought it'd be, man. But in a physical, like with our own eye, we're gonna witness this nigga not being here no more, man. We're gonna actually see so-called white people not on the planet of the earth. You're not gonna see white people walking around in the kingdom of heaven. They're gonna be eradicated. They're gonna be gone.
Wiped out.
And all the nations gonna be happy, man. All the nations. The Arabs gonna be happy. The Chinese gonna be happy. The Japanese gonna be happy. The African gonna be happy. All right, the East Indian gonna be happy. No, for real, this nigga is everywhere and everybody's business. All right, fucking everybody up, man. Fucking everybody over. This nigga Esau is everywhere, fucking everybody over, man. Go to Esau company that name, and they gonna tell you this nigga is the problem. This nigga is in the way. He's the nigga, man.
That's right, bro.
So I put that, because actually, black goes to blanco, which means white go to light. That's him, man. He ain't got no melanin, man. This dude is a Sasha. All right, wait till the way is he. Right, and it was the guy was pondering this like months ago, man. It's like a double entendre. All right, physically he ain't got no melanin, But in the physical, he can be wasted away as well. This one would be fucking wasted away off the face of the fucking earth, man.
What?
So it's an omen omen. It's a future property in his name that he can be fucking eradicated off the earth.
What? Right, bro.
And you got a problem with that, man? Fuck you, man.
What?
You don't realize that this damn devil is the problem. You are part of the problem, man.
What?
The scripture says, who gonna stand up against the evildoer? All right, in my name, man. For my name's sake.
What?
Ain't nobody else doing that. Go ahead.
Verse 9, the eye also which saw him shall see him no more.
Right, your own eye ain't gonna see the devil no more, man.
Yeah.
You like, damn, like, he was here, but he ain't here no more.
Right.
This nigga gotta go, that's why.
Right.
Esau is the problem on the earth, man.
What?
Fuck the so-called white man, he's just an Edomite, man.
Right.
He got other people that look like so-called white people that are Israelites.
That's right.
All right? So it's not about being a so-called white person, it's about being a fucking Edomite.
Right.
He got niggas walking around here with fucking melanin darker than me, fucking Edomite, man.
That's right.
Chocolate covered Edomite.
It's tears.
Fucking tear, man. You thought it was just the Northern Kingdom? Fucking conquistador? No, they all up into the south.
Yep.
A whole bunch of fucking Edomite with chocolate skin color, man. Being wicked as all hell. You don't believe me? Go look at the lineage of the Gordy family that found the Motown record. They wasn't black people. They look like they black, but they fucking white people, so-called white people.
Yep.
Ben Gordy is related to, I forgot what president. Do your research, man. They put it out there on the internet.
Right.
The dude that from LMFMO, Chot. They all part of the Gordy family. They all Edomite. Don't flavor.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Neither shall his place any more behold him.
Right, there ain't no place on earth. They're like, oh, this is where Esau dwell at.
Right.
This is where he living at. No, man.
Yep.
He ain't got no future promises in the kingdom of heaven.
That's right. Yep. It's gonna be like that scene in Lion King.
Right.
The star got took out.
Yeah.
Everybody was rejoicing.
Everybody.
Some of the new king, all the animals, they was jumping.
Yeah.
Even the hyenas was having. The hyenas, they said, damn, man, this shit was better with the fossils.
Right. They may leave with the wicked. All right, they ain't fucking eating. Here it is, Mustafa was being greedy, only for himself. That to show you that the Lion King was spiritual. All those animals represent all the nature of the earth, man.
Yep. And Scar was Mufasa's brother.
Yep.
You know.
Hey, with Esau, man.
Yep.
That wicked twin brother, man.
Yep.
Cause they were fraternal twins, Esau and Jacob.
Yep.
All right. I mean, they got the same father, but they don't look alike. They weren't identical twins. They were fraternal twins. All right. Same father, but different spirit, different look.
Yep.
All right. That's why there's two nations that'll be in thy womb.
Yep.
Two manner of people.
Yep.
That's why you got the book called Manner and Custom of the Hebrew, man. And we have our own manner. We have our own mannerism. We have our own custom.
Yep.
Same through Esau, but he ain't got shit, man.
Right.
All he do is cultivate to every nation on the earth.
Right.
He ain't got his own style. He ain't got his own custom.
Right.
All he's known is for being the wicked and being an artificer of war. All right, because it's blessing. Yeah.
Future identity. Fuck that.
Yeah. Trying to hide from his future judgment. That's why I started playing with other countries. Trying to mix it with the other nations. Nah, nigga, you've been found out to be the Edomite. Alright? And we can tie you to biblical prophecy now, man. Right?
Trying to blend in as us, thinking that your kingdom is going to continue forever. Hell no, man.
Right.
You in your world, man.
That's
This
right.
shit is over with, man.
Right.
That was it on that.
This is Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked
Right,
bear...
that's cover what we're going into right now. Everybody gonna rejoice when the Israelite is back in power, man.
Right.
All they gonna be at peace. Everybody gonna get their blessing in their portion. Or they can all get their land back.
Right.
All right, they're gonna be blessed, but they're not gonna be on the same status as us though.
Right.
But they still gonna have their blessing. They still gonna have their land.
Right.
All right. They can still be able to do what they gotta do. But they're gonna have to operate in the liberty of the law and statute and commandments
Right.
of the Bible though.
That's right, bro.
And they bear from that. Hey, it's judgment on the spot.
That's
There
right.
can be no holding still. There can be no court hearing. No, judgment will be on the spot. What the fuck you mean? There ain't no trial, no judged by 6. Judged by 12 or carried by 6. No, nigga, you gonna get judged on the spot.
Hey, a lawyer to change the judgment.
Yeah. No, you gonna have a town hall meeting. Everybody gonna pick up stone and throw your ass, man. That could be the execution right there. Yeah. You're gonna get stoned to death or you're gonna be burned with fire. It's only like 2 or 3 judgments in the Bible, really. It's stoned by being stoned to death, or being burned by fire, or ultimately get chopped off.
That's right. That's right.
Other than that,
Or
nigga,
they not gonna get no rain.
yeah, we just, hey, fuck heart. We are the spiritual heart, man. Lord willing. All right, tell you that in the Bible, man. We're gonna, hey, you didn't show up. What happened? Now you get suffer a drought. All right, next time show up. Next time I'm gonna send a tsunami. Next time you better show up. Hey, it's written in the Bible. Ain't lying. Go ahead.
It says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
And that's why everybody is mourning right now. That's why you got uproar of the people throughout all the nations. Because this damn devil is ruling right now, man. Here it is at the UN, everybody fucking walk out when BB started talking. Alright? With Maduro just said, that nigga is a fucking Jew from Poland. A fucking a rap from Poland. Alright? Y'all got the history. At one point in time, they would get kicked out of all the nations back in the day. Nobody wanted to deal with the fucking rap back in the day. So it's happening all over again, man. History repeating this stuff. Alright? Everybody voting against Israel. And who's the only one standing there? United States of America.
Right.
So the least of the plot that'll draw them out.
Right.
Why can Israel control America?
Right.
Alright?
You even got Edomites here that's complaining about that, man.
Yeah.
So even the Edomites are
Yep.
they own people, the ones that's on the bottom. Because all Edomites ain't on the same level.
Nope.
So you got Edomites over here, because they know about that shit. The United States is supporting Israel, man. They know about that. You know, and they sick of it, man.
Yep.
That's why that uprising is gonna take place, man.
Yep.
Because a lot of these Edomites out here, they know, they've been watching, they've been seeing what the hell is going on behind the scenes.
Yep.
Man. They know about how corrupt these politicians are. All these motherfuckers is puppets.
Yep.
So
Yep.
all these things take place. You know, you don't know that the power of the Lord has been among you, man.
Yep.
Because we've been speaking on these things for years.
Yeah. Yep. Even the small hat of Israel are protesting. Get their own people. The people in the small area of Israel, they know about Zionism.
Right.
Alright? But guess what? They still reap the benefit of being in that fucking land and take billions of dollars from the United States of America.
Right. And they see if you speak against that, they're gonna demonize you, man.
Yeah.
That's why they took out that JFK back in the 60s.
Yeah.
Because he had a speech and he was speaking about the elites, man, the small hatters, man.
Yeah.
How they got control of everything, man.
Yeah.
So see that's that narrative, man. Every time you say anything against people, you gonna be on mark.
Yeah, and Captain Kirk would be gonna get the rats. Alright, even Fluente. Alright, the other dude that's been speaking out. Alright? Because hey, everybody realize that the small hatters are the fucking problem, man.
Yeah.
They are the fucking problem. Running around doing all types of mischievous work in the earth, man. Everybody's sick and tired of the fucking small hatter, man.
Right.
And that's why everybody is going to get their ass, man.
Yeah.
Going against Israel. And they talk about, oh, if you vote against us, it's going to be a problem.
Right.
Now, this nigga, Israel is going against everybody.
Right.
Alright? But it's property is also planning of the elite.
You also see what's going on too with the UK, with the whole Israel.
Yep.
Please, man, we're getting close to that Revelation 13, man.
Yeah, closer and closer. That's why next year I believe shit gonna get fast tracked, man. Washington believe next year there could be a different ball game out here, man. Shit could get fast tracked to digital ID. Alright, because I just believe they just stay in 2030. They want to be done by 2030, not start at 2030. Hey, but the Most High are gonna move their hand though. This all according to Yahweh Shai time and property. Not Esau. Esau doing what the Lord is having him do.
Right.
All right, and that's why you're starting to see more and more the country talk about, oh, we need to create law for anti-Semitism.
Right.
Now you're seeing more and more country, more and more. Now they don't want you speaking about the small hatter, the 1948er, with the little hat on the back of their head. That's why I got being cold now because of YouTube. You can't get outright say them people, man. You gotta say small hatter, 1948er.
Right.
All right, the guy that read the Talmud. All right, rat. You got being cold because of the damn devil.
Right.
Oh yeah.
This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases.
Right, and that's what happened. Starting with the Greek Empire, to tell you, and that could be, all right, wicked have multiplied after Alexander the Great, the fourth general. And how much further now in 2020, the so-called 2025? How much more wickedness have multiplied? You got transgender running around, fucking crazy, psychotic.
Right.
These motherfuckers are crazy, man.
Right.
Murderers are just.
Everybody with a high, the transgender. No, these motherfuckers are crazy, man.
Right.
The one that did the so-called shooting was his lover, his roommate was a fucking transformer.
Yep.
So these motherfuckers are psychotic. It's a mental illness.
Right.
All right, why do you think the American Psychiatric Association recently declassified a transformer as a mental illness?
Right.
Because it's all for a floor and an agenda, man.
Right.
But these motherfuckers are really crazy in the fucking head.
Right. And it's at an all-time high 'cause during the time of Alexander, they was in the Eastern Hemisphere.
Right.
They haven't even gotten to the Western Hemisphere.
No.
Now we're in a time where this thing has mostly the whole
Earth.
planet Earth, man. Where all of his ideas, his ways of living, his ideology, reach all these people in these different lands. Where now, that's why the Lord has risen up his men.
Yep.
Okay? Because this thing has gone, the wickedness has gone global, man.
Yep.
Okay, so now the Lord is putting his word, his spirit out there. For those that's meant to get it, they're gonna get it. And those that are not meant to get it, they're not gonna get it.
Right. Right.
You have individuals that seal for to be delivered. You have individuals that seal for that destruction.
Yep. 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 And come to find out, Paul had is the one that started all this whole transformer agenda here, man.
Right, right.
He had that video going up.
Right.
All these organizations, the father, transgender,
See all these guys.
all fucking Paul had her, man.
Rags.
All fucking rats. Nasty and freaky as hell, man. Well, I think they got the biggest gay parade in the world.
Right,
Television don't have Pete Diddy.
right.
But they're supposed to be God's people, though.
Right, right.
They're supposed to be the chosen people on earth. Hell no, man. Them motherfucking nasty. That's why everyone's gonna get destroyed along with America. They
Yep.
tell you the same bird. All right, lead to the flock, I'll draw them out, and both of them habitations about be death to them.
That's why Israel.
Motherfucking nasty, man. They the one that got Pornhub popping. They the one that got OnlyFans popping. All these porn sites, all these sexual DVD. It's by the floor hatter, man.
And now you see why the Most High commanded Saul to kill that Amalekite king, Agag.
We will pop, they gotta be returned.
Right. But you see how profane those motherfuckers are?
Yeah.
That's why the Lord gave that commandment, man.
Yeah.
All these heathens, man, because they're filthy, man.
Yeah.
When these heathens are allowed to run rampant, you see what's the result is,
Yeah.
man. It's a bunch of goddamn madness, man.
Yep. It's all leads to uncleanness. That's why it's been the pollution, it's polluted. All right? When you go to the whole land polluted and talk about sin, all right? Talk about wickedness. All right? That's what the pollution is talking about. It's like it's everywhere. Everybody's like getting contaminated by the pollution that's in the air. All right? But Esau's the one that perpetrated and put you wickedness, called you to sin.
Right.
Go ahead.
Back in Proverbs chapter 29, verse 16, When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases.
Yep.
But the righteous shall see their fall.
Yeah, we're gonna see they fall, Lord. We're the righteous one, all right, that get beamed up,
Right.
all right, stand upon the sea of looking glass, in America being destroyed by fire. Eventually, America will get destroyed by fire.
Yep.
All right, China, Japan, all the allies of America can destroy this place.
Yep.
All right, all the European nations gonna help destroy America.
Yeah.
All right, you think the missiles is there to look cute? No, they can be used to destroy you people here, man.
That's right.
It's a tool for judgment. The indignation of the Lord, the wrath, anger of the Lord. They ain't just building missiles just to, let's just see how far science can go and how far technology can go. Nah, man.
Right.
All right? These are the weapon army of the Lord.
And weapons throughout time, throughout history, gradually is being perfected.
Right.
First it started with the atomic bomb.
But they had to put on the plane and drop it.
Carried the plane. Now they got the technology to propel these. Now they got the power, the technology and ability to propel these missiles to a different continent, man.
Yep.
You know, and that's been going on for decades, man.
Yeah.
That technology has been being perfected to where now they got hypersonic missiles.
Yeah, Mach 1, Mach 2, Mach 3. Come on, man.
That's that sword being sharpened.
It's sharpened.
That's right, bro.
Right.
Yep.
Submarine, shoot off through the submarines out the
Yeah.
water.
Right.
You just had the Philippines, I think either Indonesia, one of those nations, they was able to launch an ICBM off a train, you know?
See?
Yeah.
You know?
You know how hard that is to get a missile up and running in mobility mode? Come on, man.
Right.
That's the Lord, man.
Yeah, bro.
Go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 37, verse 34. Wait on the Lord and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land.
That's what the men of the Lord doing, the true men of the Lord. All right, the hopeful land, we're going this way to be what? We get put back in the land.
Yep.
Keep it heavy established.
Yep.
That first dominion, all right? That first year, man. That first 1,000 year, man. That's what we're looking for, man. To reign with outside, to conduct business and mobilize on the earth. To law that commandment is righteousness. All right? The 144,000 elect men governing the whole world, man. That's what's going to be discussed. All right? Who can get what plot of land? Who can rule over what nation? All right? There's going to be a breakdown in government control among the 144,000. All right? But over agriculture, but over the water, but over the land, but over communication, but over this nation, this city, this province. Go ahead.
When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. I have seen the wicked in great power, and spreading himself like a green bay tree.
Right, and that's what he's doing right now. He got presence though, but he can get cut down.
Yep.
He can get burnt by fire. Go ahead.
Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. Yea, I saw him, but he could not be found.
He cannot be found. We saw him, all right, but he can't be found no more, man. He gonna be rooted out of the earth,
Blotted out.
blotted out. Remember what Amalek did and blot him out. Blot this nigga out, man. That's what we're hoping for, man.
When you spill a stain, drink something and it stains the carpet, you gotta blot it out.
Yeah, you gotta bleach it, you gotta clean it
get
out.
rid of that shit, man. Get rid of that stain. That's what Denzel said in that movie American Gangster. He said, when you blot that shit, you gotta blot that shit out. That's a $1,000 carpet, man.
Right. They gotta be blotted out, man. This thing gotta be blotted the fuck out, man. Go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 37, verse 9. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth.
And that's why in America, the evildoer will be cut off. All right? 2/3 of our people will be cut off with the evildoer. All right? They're falling right in line with Esau Edom here in America. And guess what? 2 part they're in, probably cut off. Hey, it's probably, it fit right up. You're evildoer gonna be cut off, man. It's part of judgment. Go ahead.
Verse 10, for yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be.
Right, a little while. This is a little while right here.
Yeah.
Then the wicked shall not be.
Yep.
I remember, this only for a moment. All right, this nigga's only been in power for but a moment.
Right.
It may seem like it's been 1,000 years. All right, but that's just a moment according to the Lord.
Right.
Go ahead. But the time of the Renaissance period up until now, that's a short time.
Right. Especially when the kingdom, like, because the kingdom gonna be eternity. So
Right.
1,000 years to that is gonna be like nothing.
Right. Right.
Hey, the scripture said that in Revelations that he will come out of the caves for a little season.
Yep.
This is his little season right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
and it's up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Back in Psalms chapter 37, verse 10, for yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yeah, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be.
It shall not be.
Yeah.
All right, even the land of Edom is going to be protected by the southern kingdom of Judah. All right, go ahead.
This is Psalm chapter 64, verse 1. It says, hear my voice, O power, in my prayer, preserve my life from the fear of the enemy.
Right, yeah, we got the bird out here, man. And that nigga, he thought to come out sparing none. All right, but the man of the Lord taught me a hiding place. All right, and wisdom and knowledge, I mean, stability at that time. All right, we can be out of here amongst the chaos.
Right.
Go ahead.
This is King David's song.
Yep.
It says, hide me, it says, like, hear my voice, O power, in my prayer, preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
Right, the people count them. The elite. All right, the society. That's why I said we were not against flesh and blood, but the
Spiritual wickedness.
spiritual wickedness in high places with the elite, man. These motherfuckers, and you talk about behind the thing, these motherfuckers not even behind the thing, they like somewhere else, man.
Right.
You ain't never gonna see these motherfuckers in public.
Yep.
All right? All the family, the Oppenheimer, the Lay family, the Rothschild, the DuPont, all these motherfuckers, man. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Right, they stir up iniquity out here, man.
Yep.
They have think tanks that get together and how they're gonna further perpetuate wickedness here in society.
Yep.
Right, mainly for our people to keep us stray away from the Lord. They think that long as we are stray away from the Lord, they can somehow get the birthright back. Hey, look, Lord, your people are wicked, man. Look what they're doing, but they the one that set up the play. They the one that set up the whole thing for people to go off.
Yep.
So no, you're not gonna escape the judgment that you've been doing.
Yep.
All right, the controversy of Zion. All right, you're asking to be judged for.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows.
Right, doing all the, how they speak, how they put these laws, righteous decree,
Yep.
all these, that's that wet, not W-E-T, W-H-E-T.
Yep.
All right, wickedness, all right, all that bullshit they put on our people.
Right.
All right, they use these how you call it?
Philosophies.
Yeah, like new speak, but the other word, basically they used to play on words, you know. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows and even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
Right, they shoot in secret because they do these things through religion, all right, through education, all right. So it's like it's hidden. It's very subtle in the indoctrination of our people.
That's what they speak about in those secret councils, man.
Right.
How they gonna, like it says in Psalms 83rd chapter, how they gonna cut these people off from being a nation.
Yeah.
How they gonna keep us in that dead state, man.
Yep.
You know, that's what they discuss in those secret meetings, man. You know, it says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Certainly,
Hey, the purpose is Israel.
Yes.
All right, 'cause, yeah, we're supposed to be a perfect people. But right now, our people have been corrupted.
yep.
All right, our captivity, property, and judgment. All right, we have this, but we are known as the perfect.
Yep.
Go ahead.
That they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
Yep.
Certainly do they shoot at him and fear not.
Right, they don't fear what they're doing to the Lord people. He that touched the Lord people, touched the apple of his eye.
Yep.
That's what he holds dear and close to his heart,
Yeah.
the children of Israel.
Yep.
All right? So you done fucked up just by putting your hand on us. You done fucked up.
Yeah.
But now you're indoctrinating us, you're killing us, all right? You're giving us the diseases, all right? You like to buy a weapon on us for these shots and these vaccinations, all right? All this shit you gotta pay for now, man.
Yep.
So you have done far more than what you and TV supposed to do to us, man.
Yeah.
You have went further and beyond the judgment you were supposed to be doing us.
Yeah.
All right, but it was all for the property state. All right, but you niggas did a whole lot to our people. Just take one tribe, and you go one tribe, you can do a whole book just on each tribe. And not all the atrocities, all the mischievous, wickedness, murder, and stuff that got stolen from our people, man.
What the scripture say, he forwarded the affliction.
That's what I was trying to think of before the afflictions. But I just read saw a video last night we did to I forgot what country it was, but it was heavily into doing the banana. All right, the president at the time gives the people the right to the land back, and then all because of the major banana producers, all right, United Fruit, Tigers, and whatever, they went to Congress and said, look, hey, this is going to threaten our business. And guess what the CIA did? Came over there, threatened the government, all right, and he had to resign overnight. Now the people are in poverty, all because of the fucking banana. All right, so you got a whole lot of hell to pay for being a damn devil. Go ahead.
Back in Psalm 64:4, it says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
Yep.
Certainly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter.
Right, encourage us though by having these think tanks, having these their GS meeting, the Council 300, all right, the Council of Foreign Relations, all right, all these things they encourage each other.
Yep.
All right, hey, this is what we need to do. We gotta do this in 5 years. We gotta do this in 10 years. All right, now they talk about enslaving us through a digital means. All right, by the MOTV, the RFID chip.
Yep.
All right, that's what they really want. That's their wet dream right there, man. They really want us in a perpetual captivity through that RFID chip, man.
Yep.
They want us locked away, all right? Because they know that RFID chip is gonna be like the cherry on top. And they're gonna, oh Lord, hey, where your people at? Because they're mine. Because the truth to tell you, those that take the chip are now serving unto Esau Edom. You basically made Esau Edom your Lord, your master.
Yep.
So they're gonna go to the Lord and be like, hey, all your people been chipped. Now I'm gonna get my birthright back. But it's not gonna happen because of what? That small remnant.
That's right.
And the elect. That's what Esau is missing. He can't tap into the spiritual. He don't know who the elect is. All right, it's a spiritual thing at the end of the day.
Yep.
Yeah, you might see it in the physical, but we all damn well hope we make it. All right, we all hope that we are the hopeful elect.
Yep.
All right,
That's right. That's why the scriptures say, he that sitteth in heaven shall laugh.
right.
Because he shall have him in derision. That's what the Lord got this man in. He got him in a strong delusion that he's going to be able to accomplish what he set out to do. Which really, the Lord is allowing him to do all these things until a certain point.
Yep.
You know, the Lord, because everything Esau does is because the Lord wants him to do it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's, like you said earlier, it's the Most High's time. It's not nothing happening outside of what the Lord wants to happen.
Right.
You know, because at the end of the day, he's the Father of spirits. He controls everything, man.
Everything.
You know?
I think Esau going so hard with the vaccination. You look at the history. Pharaoh started it. All right, coming 2 years and under. All right, the time of Moses. Trying to get rid of the Savior. In the time of Herod the king, when Hawshai was on the thing, 2 years and under. America didn't just stop. It wasn't like just one time in history. These niggas been doing it since he introduced vaccination. Cause he trying to find the Messiah. He trying to find the elect and try to eradicate them.
Yeah.
But guess what? We're still fucking here, man. With the divine intervention and the spirit of power, how about y'all shot? All the vaccination shot, all that shit. Labor ADD, 88D, all right, the functional, all right, on the spectrum. We're all on the fucking spectrum, man.
Right.
All right, some more severe than others, but we're all got some form of spectrum out here, man.
Right.
But hey, we got the spirit of the Lord, man. We the spirit of the Lord, how about y'all shine?
That's
That's right. Like the scriptures say, if it wasn't for the Most High's mercy, the elect would be consumed.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
All right. All these so-called black boy getting killed every single year, or coming out at ADD, all right, special ed, all right, on the special, all right, because they trying to get rid of the elect. That's why they shooting up everybody. Well, everybody got to get it's mandatory. It wasn't just like the time of Herod. It was just one time in history. Okay, at this point in time, if you're younger, you're gonna get rid of them. So he thought murder was fucking the affliction, man.
Yeah.
This nigga is shooting up baby every fucking year. Every year, man. They got a whole lot more hell to pay for. That's just one of many reasons why the devil gotta go.
What?
Alright? Hey, but hey, how's Titan not coming back as a man? We're here because he's born again as a man, and we can fuck with him. And nah, he coming back as an all spiritual power. Alright? On his ship. Alright? The chariot. With a thousands and thousands of states of heaven, man, the angels. Alright? And Lord willing, we continue to be unsaved by the bullshit. Hey, someone got affected by it, but so what, we're still here. He said he coming to heal with healing in his wings. Alright? We all got some form of mental illness. Alright, we all been fucking traumatized. Alright? Alright? We all are dealing. That's why you gotta work on yourself, the inner man. Because you look at that word, you gotta elevate your mind to a higher place.
Mentality.
Your mentality gotta change. The way you think gotta change. You gotta be more spiritual. Be more inclined into the scripture. Cause we all been fucked over out here, man. Mainly by Esau Edom, but we've been fucked over by the education system. We've been fucked over by women. Our parents fucked us over by one pointless fashion. But hey, they hear the best what they can do with the tool that they had at the time.
They traumatized.
They were traumatized as well. But remember, you got to talk our parents, they came out of slavery. Like my grandmother, great-grandmother, which is my mom's grandmother, came out of slavery, man. And she just died in 2010. 506 years old.
See, I gotta show you that shit wasn't that long ago, man.
It wasn't that long ago.
They be acting like that shit was ancient Rome, man. That shit, you still had slaves in the early 1900s, man.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
That just go to show you, man, that's how hypocritical this society is, because every time you bring that up with these devils, they'll say, oh, get over it. That was hundreds of years ago.
But the effect, the after effect of slavery is still embedded in us. That trauma has been passed down.
Right.
All right. They even said whatever the father had went through can still be carried to the seed through the children. What it is? The robot delivering food. Shit crazy. But trauma, they said the man can carry out trauma through his seed. All right, because the sperm of the seed is basically a physical download of you into the woman to format everything about you. All right, that's why your kids come out with the same mannerism as you. Yeah, it could be learned, but there's some kids that ain't been around their father, and then they get their father like, damn, we at the same. Why? Because it's the feed, it's the seed in that man. All right, it said carry up to how many terabytes? There's like hundreds of terabytes that being transferred. All right, that's why you take one seed and transfer it to the egg to make a body, a replica of you. Basically, that's like the offering. It's a piece of you being created.
Right.
But the spirit come into the body. All right. That's why the Lord is beautiful. How everything has been formulated and created. All right, and he thought kids tap into that. He used to say, "Oh my God, you know, nah, nigga. Everything the Lord created, everything perfectly. All right, to the angel. All right. He would say, let's create man in our image.
Esau want to do genetic testings and splice DNA.
Because this nigga is genetically defective, that's why. This nigga is all genetically fucked up. That's why.
That too, what you were saying, going back into that being and receiving, so
Yeah.
that's the whole Stockholm syndrome too. That plays into that as
Yeah.
well.
Yep.
It's built in, so that's why we got so many of our people.
You gotta speak up.
Oh, Sabaki. That's why we have so many of our people, you know, wanting to save this Edom. Their main concern is saving the Edom. They don't care about the other nations, so to say. The other nations can go to hell for all they care. But when the Edomite is getting his judgment, you know, told unto him, all of a sudden it's an uproar amongst all of our people.
Yep.
You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans mostly.
Yep. It's like that's the daddy they know. Right? That's like in the prayer your father you would do.
Yeah.
That's like the daddy they know. This is my daddy right here. That's all they know.
Right.
But they gotta protect the nigga at all costs.
Right.
Not realizing that this motherfucker is your enemy.
Right.
Go ahead. Yeah.
It says they encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares.
Right, and all these things are snares and traps. All right. College education, the religion aspect of it, psychology, all those are traps. They got all the traps. Why did they call it a project? All right. And see how these niggas have turned out in the severity of the environment that they're in. Some come out okay, but some come out fucked up. Some die, and some go to jail. It's a project of different personalities, different people, and how they all gonna go on their course of action. It was crazy because that movie Soul that Disney did, I didn't know how spiritual that was, man. That shit is spiritual. Basically, the angel in the heaven was like, you could be fucked up in the head, you could be okay in the head. They had like all these different departments where they could be fucked up, they could be okay, they could be great. You see the movie? Yeah, that shit, I was like, what the fuck? This is not for kids. So, yeah, the dude, he was like a jazz player, musician. And he died and he went to the heaven and man, they almost broke that down like on point almost. There was a little bone in there, but they almost broke that shit like on point. Like how the spiritual realm operates. How everybody is basically you gonna receive your judgment when you go back to earth, basically. Right? Like you could be a magician, you could be a cook, and then how like there's certain people on earth that inspire you to be what you wanna be. Alright? It was spiritual. I just think watch that movie, it was spiritual like. Go ahead.
It says they commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
Right, he thought so proudful. He's like, hey, nobody thought me doing this shit.
Stop.
These niggas throwing the trap they damn stuff. I don't know how they started throwing crack. They pick up the crack and started throwing it.
Right.
Not realizing this motherfucker doing that.
Right.
They said once America left Afghanistan, the opium production fell significantly. Not a little, significantly, man. That means it was a huge drop in opium production. Why? Because the United States of America soldiers were there protecting the opium farm for the drug business, man.
Yeah.
They still got a black book they got to cover, man.
Yeah.
They still got a black budget. That's all that illegal money that they operate under, man. All right, to cover the wickedness that they do in here. Why do you think the CIA got an unlimited bank account? It ain't through the taxpayer. It's through illicit business dealing. That's why. Go ahead.
Yeah. It says they search out iniquities.
Yeah, they search out everything. Like I said, they have think tank. They think out what all the fucking far out shit our people do, man. Why do they got all these content creators popping up, man? All these niggas tell their toes. All these niggas are sellouts. Yep. Alright? All these Kai Connect, all these niggas are sellouts, man. You had that recent singer David, this nigga's a dumbass, man. It's not to say like he's messing with an underage girl, forget about all that.
Right.
Cause we know he's all cute.
Right.
But the fact that you chop up a body and then come on.
Right. These Satans.
This nigga, yeah, he got his fingernail painted. You know this nigga's a sellout.
Yeah.
But that's to show you that you sell out for nothing. Cause who's there to help you out now?
Yeah.
All right, you got Paul, your concert, all these investors and endorsements pulling back to respect the investigation.
Where's Satan at?
Yeah,
Right.
paying a parent off $10,000 a month.
So you hit the back door.
Where was Satan to hide the
They
body?
were like, you're home, my guy.
Like, how did you?
You on your own. We didn't tell you to do that. We just told you to sell out, but we didn't tell you to kill nobody. Yeah, that's the dope where you're gonna feed your ass.
Yeah, it was like on Devil's Advocate. That's what he did with Keanu Reeves' ass, man.
Pull out. Go ahead.
Yep, it says, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search.
Yep.
Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
Why they think they're gonna last forever? And they need motherfuckers, they're gonna go all in. When they research something, they're gonna go all the way in. All right, I mean not just on paper and on the computer screen. They're gonna use niggas as experiments. Hey, the whole movie, they go kind of wrong.
Right.
That's how far they search out wickedness in the heart of deep. All right, they're gonna search deep. They're gonna put niggas in position.
Right.
They're like, okay, let's see how the nigga operate.
Yep.
We'll give them this and that.
Yep.
And then they're gonna put them to the mainstream.
Yep.
They do trial run. That's why I got all these archetypes. You got the Little Wayne, you got the Jim Jones,
Right.
the oldest YN. This nigga's so fucking old, but what the youngest nigga? Grow the fuck up, man.
Right.
But that's that archetype for these old heads to still be young.
Right.
And you got niggas out there that think they fucking young. Niggas like that nigga that you see sometimes before camp.
Oh, yeah.
Got the chest to his ass, got blue red, walking on shit. And you know the niggas in his 50s, walking around like an YN.
Right.
See?
Yeah, bro.
They got all of them. They got the Cardi B, the Nicki Minaj. Because, hey, I Fight is basically like an offspring of Nicki Minaj.
Right.
So they got all these archetypes of these niggas to follow. It's like they show you in they clone Tyrone.
Yep.
Then they go, oh, I want to be like this.
Yep.
Oh, I want to be like that.
Yep.
You know, like the name Jalen Rose, Jalen, his mom created that name. Now how many niggas named Jalen out there?
Right.
There was nobody named Jalen before Jalen Rose. That was the creative name that his mom created.
Right.
Just show you that nigga is influential and shit.
Yep. But they're gonna show you, he studies Jake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you say, they got those archetypes because they got those looks from them eras where Jake gets stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like Jake, for a while they were stuck in the 70s, then they got stuck in the 80s, 90s, and now, you know what I'm saying? And you starting to see throughout the generations how that has had an effect on you.
Yep.
Because look at that, like you said, Jim Jones, Jadakiss, these niggas is damn near in their mid-50s, man.
Yep.
They walking around with their pants hanging off their head, man, like it's still the 90s and shit, man. You know? And that's part of Esau's witchcraft as well, man.
Yeah. So quick, Jim Jones actually just started that bullshit. That's why Hassan Campbell goes so hard and like, nigga, you ain't talking to your son like that.
Right.
Cause this nigga Jim Jones is a fucking agent of chaos.
Yeah.
He's an agent of wickedness for people.
Right.
Cheesy. It's another example when you look at Young Cheesy. That's
That's how they send agents in to infiltrate these different groups. Because they look at these different groups, they see how they talk, the mannerisms. So it's no different than the actors, man.
Yep.
You know, when you see these actors, they play these roles. They got to study the people that he played.
Yep.
Like Denzel, he had to study Frank Lucas. He had to, get into that mold, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if they real people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. Right.
Yep. It says, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and their heart is deep, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow.
Hey, with that arrow, that ITB Memphis. All right, he's talking to all these little pew, 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 pew at us. But hey, the Lord will bring the ultimate pew. All right, that glittering sword. The ITB Memphis. All right, the biggest sword that there is. All right, it ain't gonna be on some subtle psychology shit, man. No, it's gonna be a physical, mental coming to hit this bitch.
Direct hit.
Yep.
Like you said, pew pew, right?
Yeah.
Like the Hellfire missile.
Yeah.
That try to hit the chariot.
Yeah.
It fucking split the missile.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything, just bounced right off the chariot,
It
man.
was like a cherry in a pothole, but the suspension is so good, the vehicle on your move. You got like $1,000 suspension where the tires are bouncing, but the car is still rolling.
Right,
Yeah. That's how the cherry was like.
Right.
What was that? Oh, that was nothing. They saw something, but they didn't feel nothing. They probably saw the flash, but hey, it was traveling at
Right. You
the
saw it and they watched it.
Right, they watched it. Weak ass missile.
He's like, oh, a little bounce off the shoulder. You know, dump that off.
Man, angels is clowning in the heavens.
Yeah.
Angels is
They know like,
clowning.
let's go think through it.
Right.
It's fucking
True.
I saw split a little Adam. All right.
And the scripture said, rejoice ye heavens.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, weak ass shit.
Yeah. Like, we can't get that by the way. We can't get that by the way.
And Esau scared as hell, like, what?
Yeah.
Shook.
Oh my God. Go back to the lab. Creep up and better. Creep up and bigger. Get the fuck out of here.
Why did you shoot at it?
Hey, but Esau, they get a chip on the left hand side of this, what's that dude name? That Edomite kind of big, old, doing those YouTube videos.
You're talking about the ones that they try to set up apostles, got the prophecy.
No, not I was no, the other guy. No, the Edomite dude.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of older. He be doing what's this show called? But after he was saying his father was like a top dude in the Navy, and he was saying it was a dude that was high level, that had to deal with demons. They give him information on the left hand side to carry out these weapons. Yeah. But that's Esau getting played by these demons.
And it seems that in the secret.
I think it's James Hoskins or John Hoskins show. Or it's on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
It says,
Now, what
but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow suddenly, shall they be wounded.
No, they're gonna be wounded. They're gonna come out of nowhere. It's gonna be like a thief in the night. It ain't gonna be like, oh, the midst of the sun on this such and such day. No, it's there as the day of Noah. They were eating, giving the marriage, drinking, and as the flood came, that's how the midst will come in. It could be business as usual, and the midst will come in. Well, of course, you got the war going on and stuff, but it could be after certain parts in the world where it could be like nothing going on. And they show you that in Civil War. Like in some of the Midwestern states,
Right.
they were like neutral, there was nothing going on.
Different parts of South America.
Yeah, it was just like business as usual. But then like in Washington D.C. and some of the other states, shit was popping. And that's how you see all of it. It could be like that. And it could be like pocket of a community or state that it could be like unscathed by bullshit.
That's in Job too. The scriptures say in Job that there's a place where no foot have trodden, nor bird have flown.
Yep.
Going adding on to what you said.
Yep. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, so shall they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
And that's like all these people that coming out, these whistleblowers, all right, spilling the beans. Oh, this was going on, such department, this agency, this and that. All right, they put it in a movie, all right, they put it in a TV show, you know.
The chariots now they having congressional meetings.
Yeah.
Because it's being pushed out there.
Yep.
These damn Epstein files.
Yeah.
Because motherfucker, it's coming out, man.
Man, the list been out, man. We got the list back in COVID time, all right? Trump name was on that fucking list.
Yep. A lot of people.
All the people, they talk about, release the names, like nigga, you paid attention to COVID. I remember my dad sent me the text message. Hey, this all the people that need list file. And I remember sharing it to the brother.
A lot of them people like, who was her name? The damn dyke with the blue eyes.
Ellen Jenner.
Yeah, she left the goddamn country.
Yeah.
Ellen DeGeneres.
But they gonna escape judgment though. And them people really want them, they gonna send fucking hit squad or fucking assassin after they have. Alright? Like what's the name? What's the thing walking around like he's on stage. They think this nigga pop up in New York from time to time. He don't stay here for a long time, but he pop up for a few days and he take his ass right back to Bali. So they really want his ass, they'll be waiting for his ass at the airport and arresting his ass. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, so shall they make their own tongue fall upon themselves.
Yep.
All that see them shall flee away, and all men shall fear, and shall declare the work of the Most High, for they shall wisely consider of this doing.
Right. They can see the destruction and devastation of America. All right, that could be like worldwide breaking news. But it ain't gonna be breaking news in America because this motherfucker be dead already. But outside of America, it could be, especially the people, think about the people in Canada, Mexico, the northern and southern, they can see that shit, it's like in their backyard. They gonna see the destruction, like, what the fuck? They gonna witness that shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What they say, the revolution shall be televised.
Yeah.
The world is gonna see it, man.
Yeah.
And they gonna know it's the Lord. They gonna
Yeah.
know it's the judgment
The
of the
came
Most
from the
High.
Lord. And they're gonna declare it.
The instruction is gonna be so great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, oh man, this is an act of God right here.
Yeah.
Man. You know.
Oh, you finished
Oh,
it
it says
up?
one more verse.
Come.
It says, the righteous shall be glad in the Lord and shall trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory.
Right, after the elect, they're gonna want to be upright in the spirit, man.
Yep.
Be upright to be in the law, statute, commandment. Maybe
Yeah.
be guided by the law, statute. And that's what makes us upright.
Yeah.
It's the law, statute, commandment.
Yep.
Right?
Just going back to your point about how all the nations is going to be seeing the smoke.
Yep.
I'm going to get straight to the point.
Yep.
In Revelations chapter 18 and 17, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught.
Right, because America is what made all these countries rich. So, all these countries are going broke in 1 hour, less than 1 hour. All right, in the middle of it, they're like, damn.
Yeah,
Eventually, it's going to be fucking law. Because America is the consumerism nation.
Right.
All they do is consume. They don't produce nothing here.
Right.
Well, they do produce, but they don't produce where it's offset the GDP of the export in America.
Yeah,
All right, the import is far more higher than the export here in America.
They outsource those.
Yeah,
They used to, like back when you look at the 50s, you look at the cars, how cars work. That was the way. That was those jobs that was over here in America.
Yep.
Like all that steel and all that. They outsourced that work to them other countries. Man.
Yeah.
that's why Trump said we need to bring all the jobs back to America.
Right.
Like Detroit was known for what? Motor City.
Yeah.
And producing a lot of vehicles.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, got a lot of my great grandfather. He retired from Goodyear in LA. That shit been closed down.
Yeah.
But hey, that was a major hit in the so-called black community. And that was
Right.
all across America. That's why the crack epidemic came.
Yeah.
The niggas lost their job to these warehousing, these industrial type jobs.
Yep.
All right? We're shipping all those jobs to China, Vietnam, all those different countries out there.
When we teach that in different weekends in the high desert where brothers stand at, that used to be a good year.
Yeah.
You know? So
Yeah, they don't make Goodyear tires in America no more. All that shit is in China, coming in by the boatload. They got these trucks come in and drop off at these tire shops.
right. Everything says it. Made in China, made in Taiwan,
Yeah.
made in Indonesia. Nothing is made here in America, only less items.
Yep.
You know, not too much.
Yep.
Right.
Back in Revelations chapter 18, verse 17. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea.
Like all those ships, they'll be out in the ocean. All right, ready to get ported in. But the trucks are gonna come, they're gonna be out in the ocean. In the Atlantic, the fucking Pacific Ocean, when the Suez Canal or the Panama Canal, all these different canals, they're gonna witness the trucks in America. Go ahead.
Stood afar off, Salakia, and as many as traded by sea stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city?
Right, cause ain't nobody importing the goods like America is. I mean, there's no other country that these nations are importing the goods to like they are to America. Right? They might import it here a little bit, but America is at the top of the list. They go back to being number one consumer nation. So you Google it, who is the number one consumer nation on the world? America would be at number one.
Yeah. That's why these other nations got rich off this place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because for that reason alone, because most of the people here in America are basically brought up to be slaves here, man.
Yep.
They're not brought up to be innovators, to actually produce, to actually craft something, man. Most of the majority of people here, they come here to be a slave, and be a servant.
Yeah, that's why they get work visa.
Yeah.
They put it, make the move on the plate, the modern plate.
Right.
Yeah.
Verse 18, back in verse 18, chapter Revelation 18, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city?
Right, and that great city talking about America. All right, you break down the word citizen and go back to the word city. So you're a citizen of United States of America, represent that city. All right? It's like one big city, but it's been broken down into state, county, and city.
Right. Just look at all these major cities throughout Babylon. You got so many tourists, people that come from all different parts of the world to look at these landmarks here in Babylon. That shows you that this is Babylon, the great America. Because you don't see a lot of Americans. You got some people that travel, but it's not like when people want to go to New York City, or they want to go to Los Angeles. They want to see all these land. They want to see the Hollywood Hills. You know what I'm saying? They want to see Times Square. They want to see all these landmarks because that's America's been painted as that beacon of light. At one point it was.
Yep.
When you look at the 1950s, America was booming, man. You know, that's when all the nations really feared America.
Yep.
Because they saw what they did to Hooks over there, man. Yep.
Yep. That's why I was talking to my woman yesterday about New York, how it's known as the Empire State.
Yeah.
Because New York, like America is the empire, but New York is like the capital of this whole empire place.
Yeah.
Because you even look up in history, the White House was supposed to originally be in New York. All right, but then it got moved to D.C. All right, but originally it was supposed to be set up in New York.
Right.
All right, that would have kind of like solidified it, but it's still known as the Empire State.
Right.
But just that alone, showing that the capital was to be in New York, just showing you how much that New York is really the epicenter of America.
Right.
It's New York.
Right.
Okay?
Verse 19, and they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate.
Right, and that could be by the way of mental. All right? Less than 1 hour, man. But of course, the mental come and the fire burn, all that can be pulled out to an hour.
Yeah.
All right, the destruction of America. It's Babylon the Great. All right, for all the atrocities and wickedness it has done on the earth. All right,
Yeah.
everything stems from America. All right, okay.
Verse 20, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High have avenged you on her.
Right, and that's how how it's like to speedily avenge the elect by destroying America.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
Verse 21, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying,
Right, that millstone represents the outside coming, but in the physical, I could be a mystery. All right, and the sea represents the people here in America. That's why you have the lake of fire, the sea. The sea represents the people, the lake of fire. They're gonna look like a lake of fire looking down. All right.
Because it tells you that the people, the nation, the tongue, that's the sea.
Yep.
Because here in America, that's what they call it. They call it a melting pot.
Yep.
You got all these different nationalities, all these people that come to this land. That's why this once again, this proves that this is talking about Babylon the Great.
Yep.
Okay, where you can come to a land, you can see all these different ethnicities here.
Yep.
You know?
That's right.
it says, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down.
Yeah, that's with violence. All right. The violence is starting now. All right. To the time he gets in trouble, he talking about big wrath. They're gonna end with the mission. All right. That's why he started losing it. His power is slipping away from his grip. All right. But the ultimate violence is going to be the ITV missile coming to burn this place up. Go ahead.
Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all.
Shall be found no more at all. All right, because nobody can be able to draw here no more. Ain't like not a living soul to be living here ever again. Yep.
Verse 22, and the voice of harpers and musicians and of pipers and trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee, and no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be.
Right, so no music, job, nothing will be here, man.
parades.
Nothing gonna come out of here. Nothing gonna be produced here. All right, nothing gonna be made here. Nothing gonna come up out of here.
Right.
Go ahead.
And no craftsman of whatever so crafty be shall be found any more in thee. And the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee.
That's the work.
Yep.
The work gonna be put out. Go ahead.
And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee.
And I go back to what we read in Job. Right? The light of witness be put out. Right? Because America is a beacon on the earth. That's where everybody want to come to. All right? The way America has been pushed upon all nations on the earth.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And the voice of a bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee.
Nobody gonna be getting married. Why? Everybody can be dead here.
Yep.
For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
Right. Because by sorcery, by left hand energy, America have been playing all these things, man. Right? By witchcraft. And that's why nations are mad now. Right? Because the witchcraft and the sorcery are trying to wear off.
And that wine that they was intoxicated with, that when you drink wine, you get nice.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's gonna wear off.
Eventually, you're gonna wake up.
Yep.
Because America be like, hey, yeah, drink that, yeah, keep drinking more.
Yeah.
All right? In the meanwhile, they're stealing and taking the resources. All right? They're slowly demoralizing the people in the country.
Yeah.
All through that wine.
Yeah.
All right? That wine is what? The philosophy, the religion,
Yeah.
the democracy.
Yeah.
So while these nations drinking the wine, they're slowly losing everything that they had.
Yep.
The way of living there is being taken away. It's being destroyed. And Esau way is being introduced.
Right.
All right, and the people are now are drinking it, and now they're doing the thing that America does now.
Right. Because when they say you drinking, you under the influence.
Influence, right?
Yeah.
So they're in the influence of America.
Yeah.
Basically, they're under the influence of Esau Edom.
Yeah.
It's wicked.
And also, I was just going to add in too, in the scriptures, it does say that in that day, even the wine's going to be better.
Right.
Drink in that time.
Yeah.
They won't be able to drown their sorrows, so to say.
Right, because basically the way of Esau Edom ain't gonna work no more.
Right.
All right, you're gonna get so bad out here. Like man, like what are we doing now?
Right.
What we have been doing, it's not working no more. All right, we've been doing it Esau Edom way for so long.
Right.
It's not working no more.
Right. It's working against them.
Right.
You know, that's what happens when you drink wine, become good at your actions, man. It affects your actions. And you start doing things that's reckless, man.
Yep.
That's detrimental to yourself.
Yep.
And then that's what these other nations, they get into that point. They come to that realization that, man, this is all bullshit, man. We fucked our own people up. We fucked our nation up by giving heed to what this man is telling us, man.
Yep.
You know?
I got a quick precept.
Yep.
I'll get straight to the point. In Isaiah 19:3, it reads, "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof,
When I talk about America.
Yeah.
Yep.
and I will destroy the counsel thereof."
Right. That's talking about the government body of America. All right. Ultimately, Esau Edom, his way, his government. The government means control the mind. All right. So all that can be destroyed. Esau gonna lose the grip of controlling the people on the earth. Let's talk about that growth, darkness coming in the earth.
Yep.
Esau gonna lose that, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, "And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits."
Right, they're gonna go to the left hand energy. They're gonna call on Jesus Christ. All right, they're gonna start calling up Satan. All right, Baphomet. They're gonna tap into those things, really. All in the left hand, they're gonna go to the wizard, the diviner. All right, that's why they stand down now and not enchantment.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And to the wizards, and
Get that. Can I get that? I think Isaiah 14 or something.
the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord.
Right, and we talk about America, all right, it's now it's starting to backfire on them. And that cruel lord is Lord Wilson, it's Donald Trump. It's looking more and more like Donald Trump. All right? The Egyptians talk about the Americans, the Americans don't even like this guy no more. So that just show you that the Americans have been bamboozled. All right? They have been tricked. Now there's somebody that's fucking cool, you like, damn, this motherfucker, when you look at the word cool, it's not nothing good. But now the American people, the Egyptians, have been placed in the hands of a cruel lord now. stripping everything away. Look, the farmers are losing it. All right, the average people are losing it.
He's that stout fellow written in there.
Yeah.
Look how he was talking at the UN.
Yeah.
He said all you nations are just hell nations, man. You just hell, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Just
And that's the talking point of Israel. You know? Man.
And the fierce king shall rule over them, saith Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, the Lord of hosts.
Yep. Now, third king is Donald Trump. Go ahead.
It says, and the waters shall fail from the sea, and the rivers shall be wasted and dried up.
That could be the destruction. All right, go ahead.
And they shall turn the rivers far away, and the brooks of defense shall be emptied and dried up. The reeds and flags shall wither.
Yep, there can be no here, man. There can be no going here no more. Ain't nothing to be here. Man.
That was the point.
No, yeah, that's the point, man. We still got free time to get back to Joe. Yeah.
Come on, this is Isaiah 14.
Oh, yeah, Isaiah 14. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm going to start at 10.
Yeah, go ahead.
Come on. This is Isaiah 14 and verse 10, and it reads, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee.
All right, the infrastructure, all right, here, the decaying, all right, falling apart. Go ahead.
The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
Right, and Lucifer is the light bearer. All right, Esau, Edom. All right, because Lucifer just means light bearer. Esau. All right, it ain't like evil, bad word. Ooh, no, it's light bearer.
Right.
All right, but the elite, Esau, Edom, they have a false light. Their light is a wickedness. It's on the left hand. All right, right.
Son of the morning, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation?
Right, because this nigga is going to get brought very low. All right? Because he did at one point weaken the nation. All right, there's a bunch of people bring up about Japan. All right, what happened in World War II. All right? He did weaken the nation at one point. All the nation did fear him. He was the hammer of the earth. All right? All the nation feared him. All right? And how did he weaken the nation? Through covert operation. All right, using Jackal, DIA, all right, hitmen, all right, corrupting the politicians, throwing the resources, all right, then the military in there, all right, all those things, that's how you weaken the nation. Go ahead.
It's verse 13, and it reads, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into the heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the heavenly Father.
Right, that's why he's up in the heaven now. But he don't even realize that, hey, you can't, that's not where the Most High is. All right? Where your satellite and spaceship at, hey, the Most High is not there. Hey, the Most High is in the fourth dimension realm. All right? The unseen that you can't see. All right? The fourth dimension that govern and rule the third dimension that we're in right now.
Right. What
Go
the
ahead.
Just said, oh, no, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say the earth is the Lord's footstool.
Yeah.
You just at the footstool of the Most High.
Yeah.
You know? You ain't even close. Trying to get up there, but you ain't even close.
Hey, you got the Van Helm belt you can't pass, the radiation belt. So how far are you going to be above the Most High?
Right.
All right, the Most High said, there's none beside me. That's why he called the Most High.
Right.
There ain't nobody equal to the Most High, Yahweh. That's why Yahweh tried to take with the right hand, all right? He's lower than Yahweh. All right? He's up there, but he's lower than Yahweh. Show you that's the order in the heaven. All right? Then the angel. Go ahead.
I was going to also say, these devils keep selling it to the people out there, that they go into the boom, they go into barns, they go into all these places, but they can't get through the, the Van Allen belt, like the bus is bringing out.
Right.
It's like, these are simple things, too, that you could come across if you have that, that unction, to do your own research.
Right.
But here in Babylon the Great, they just lull the people to, to sleep,
Right.
for the most part.
Right.
Going back, this is Isaiah 14 and verse 13. And it reads, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend unto heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the heavenly Father. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
Talk about Israel here in America. All right? Moving over us. Go ahead.
Verse 14, and it reads, I will ascend above the highest of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
And that's why you're up there, got a satellite trying to look over everybody. All right, got the surveillance technology, trying to be the angel on the left-hand side. But you ain't like the Most High, man, because the Most High is omnipresent. All right, the eyes of the Lord 10 times 1,000 brighter than the sun. All right, looking and beholding the ways of the wicked. All right, eyes is upon the temple nation.
Yahweh, he is. He's everywhere.
He thought can't look inside your body. You got use technology and stuff.
Right.
All right, the Most High can see all that. He can see the inner thought of your mind.
Right.
The inner working of what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Can he put these things inside of you?
Right.
Right. He that made the seeing eye shall not he see.
Yep.
Right.
The Lord created you in your mother's womb. He gave you all these members. Esau can't even break that down.
Right.
You know?
Right.
All he sees is that spark hit in the mother's womb. That's all he sees. But he don't see how the members and bones and everything is factioned together, man.
Right.
So you're not like the Most High, man. You see things out in the space with what is it? With the Jess Webb, the telescope.
Yeah, yep.
You can see all them planets and measure how far it is, but you can't reach none of them.
Right.
All the worlds that Yahushua created, you can see, but you can't go to none of them. You can't see none of them.
Yeah.
You can't blow them up if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You ain't landed on the moon, you know?
Yeah.
Landing on a lesser light that the Lord created. You'll burn the hell up.
Yeah. Lord actually set a boundary that he cannot pass.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He can't pass the boundaries of this planet, man. It's like somebody made the point. They've been making that point for decades. They went to the moon. Why haven't they gone back? And if they, Esau went to the moon, they would have cities up there. They would have all type of shit up there, man.
Yeah.
That would be another vacation resort,
Right.
you know, for you to go to.
Exactly.
They had that, it was a black woman, I forgot her name, but like that T-Mobile dude that runs the T-Mobile, he went in the space rocket, they went up, and then they just brought their ass right back down.
Right.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know?
the Virgin, what was it?
Yeah, the Virgin, like,
Yeah, the Virgin Mobile. I know what
yeah,
you're talking
Virgin
about.
Mobile, they shot up into space, and they came right the fuck back down.
Right.
Because these bodies is only supposed to dwell here on the earth.
Yeah, bro.
That's why it says in Esdras, he that is of the earth can only understand earthly things, and he that is in the heavens can only understand heavenly things.
Yeah.
So you can only understand the things that are here on the earth. Like King David said, I have not searched out things that are too hard for me, man. Some things are just too wonderful, you know. So you only Esau trying to go far and beyond.
Yeah.
When the Most High only gave you a little bit,
Right.
he didn't give you it all, man.
Yeah. I got some real quick. This is Nahum chapter 3, verse 1. It says, "Go to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery."
Like the bloody thing talking about here in America.
Yeah.
All the things that they have stolen and all the people that they have destroyed and killed.
And that's not to cut you off again, that's what we just read in Revelation 18. In her was found the blood of the prophets and the saints. Because throughout from north, south, central, west America, these people blood is throughout this land, man.
Yeah.
You know, and Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he has to pay for that, man.
Right.
You know, like we went into earlier, brother grandmother's mother was 105 years old. She saw slavery. Esau has to pay for all those lynchings. You know, eating us, man. The so-called white man used to eat us, man. Feed us to alligators.
Yep.
You know, he gotta pay for all that.
Yep.
You know, no matter if you dislike it, shake your head at it, Esau gotta pay for it.
Right.
The things that, what was it saying, Colossians 3:28, the Most High is somewhere written. The Most High requireth that which is past,
Yeah,
man.
please, yes. Yep.
3:15.
Yep. Yeah, because that's the time we in it. He's doing this all for his elect's sake. You know, it's controversy of Zion, man. Okay? Because all these things that have taken place on this planet, all the atrocities that the brother was going into earlier, the thing is, when you put your hands on the people of the Lord, That's just up the ante, man. You know, because you gonna get fucked up just off that alone, man. But also all this that you defiling the earth.
Yeah.
Okay, that vibration of wickedness that you were pushed throughout this whole planet Earth, you gotta pay for all that, man. Okay, and what I'm reading right now, this was during the time of Nineveh, but it applies today because America is spiritual. Okay, like I said earlier, all these past kingdoms, America is all these kingdoms into one on steroids, man. You know, it says, "Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery," and this place is full of lies, man. Your government, all they do is lie to you, man. Okay? Like the brother brought out, it's the controlling your mind, man. Okay, they don't want you people out here to have critical thinking. They don't want you to think for yourself, man. That's why they have these institutions. The programming, man.
Right.
You know?
What did George Carlin say? The comedian that passed away.
yeah,
He said, They don't
George
want
Carlin?
Obedient
Carlin.
workers.
Right. They don't want a nation of thinkers and workers. They just want obedient workers.
Yeah.
You
People
know?
are that are smart enough to do all the paperwork and dumb enough to sell all the shittier jobs, man.
That's right.
That's what the society produces. Because if you are Jake in America, when you what's the narrative that they always push? You either gotta be a damn athlete, you gotta be a musician, a rapper, singer, an actor,
Drug lord.
yeah, gang member, a dope dealer, whatever. You
Now
know?
streamer too. Now that's in there too.
Right. Now these niggas got podcasters now. You know, these has-been as rappers. You know, so all this fantasy that's being pushed here in the society, that's that wine.
That's right.
You know, that's the wine that, because even these heathens, when they come over here, you know, they see the thing is they get hit to it quick. Like they realize this is bullshit, man. That's why a lot of them they getting the hell out of Dodge. But you still got a lot of them coming in. You know, but the point is that this place is full of lies, man. It's full of hypocrisy. You know, this place will lead you down to destruction, man.
Yep.
All right, it says, the prey departed not, the noise of a whip, and the noise of the rattling wheels, and the prancing horses, and the jumping chariots, and that noise of that rip. Brother was bringing it out safely. Okay? Because that was a thing that would do to Jake. Esau seen, or they heard Jake was misbehaving, so to speak, to their liking, they'll whip Jake, man. Or sometimes they'll whip him and lynch him. You know? Burn him to the stake. Hey, that book, Without Sanctuary, man. Where you see all those lynchings, man. You know? And they used to massacre Jake, man. They used to massacre them Jakes, man. You know? Because when you look at those photos, they got captions underneath those photos, man, telling you who those Jakes were, what they did allegedly, what they did that led to them being dismembered like that, man. You know, they even this lady Billie Holiday had a song called "Strange Fruit." Strange Fruit was talking about our people lynching from those trees, man, down in the South. You know, that lyrics said, "Black bodies swinging in the southern breeze." Strange Fruit, that's talking about Jake. That book shows that, man. So, and I guarantee you, all the Edomites, they ain't received no kind of punishment for that, man. There used to be thousands of the motherfuckers in that photo for one Jake.
Hey, look at that wicked ass Edomite female that got away with telling that lie on Emmett Till to Jake.
Yep.
She got away with it, and she even confessed to it. She still died warm in the bed.
Right. Yep. Rosewood. You had recently they had a black woman. She was one of the few remainder survivors of that massacre that happened in Florida, Rosewood, back in the early 1920s.
Yep.
Once again, that wasn't that long ago, man. You know? And she was just a little girl at the time, man. You know? So the hell with you fucking devils, man. And we understand we're not gonna get no reparations here, man.
That's right.
All reparations gonna come through Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, the Lord.
That's right.
Okay, because this damn devil ain't finna give you niggas nothing, man. Okay, I don't give a fuck how soft-spoken he is. He wears a suit and tie, he's smiling your damn face. Okay? Like I just read, this place is full of lies and robbery, man.
Yep.
You work all these hours and they take all this money out your check. That's robbery, man.
Yep.
So you people that the fact that you're not pissed off to show you motherfuckers is gone, man. Okay? And you love this fucking place, man. Fuck you, man. That's why this place is going out with a big fucking bang, man.
Big thing. That's
Right.
right.
That was it, man. You had something, bro?
Yeah, Salakia, before we move on, when we went into Isaiah, was it Isaiah 14? We read in the 13th verse when it was speaking on, he will exalt his throne above all the stars of the Heavenly Father. That's not only speaking of the stars in the heavens, that's speaking of who? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. His prophecy speaks upon the nation of Israel being the stars.
Yep.
Yep.
Goes
Revelation
into
12.
the beast grabbing the stars and throwing them down.
Yeah.
It's all there, man.
Yeah, that's like how you look up the word world in the Greek. One of the word is cosmos.
Yep.
That's like a constellation of stars
Yep.
in heaven with Israel.
Yep. That's right, bro.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to touch on that.
Yeah,
I
that-
didn't mean to jump back so far.
Got it.
This is Isaiah 47 and verse 1.
Yeah, because originally it was the wrong chapter. I wanted to get to the Saturday enchantment, which is in Isaiah 47. But I was still some good scripture in Isaiah 14 though. Go ahead.
This is verse 1 and it reads, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon."
Right, and it does talk about the confusion.
Yep.
All right, you're gonna lose your power. All right, and you're gonna be at a lower state. All right, you're gonna go back to being a bait to men. All right, and the Lord take your raggedy ass up to be in power right now.
Right.
All right, Daniel 7 speaks about how you're gonna tell the bait the men over us.
Yep.
All right, but this is all of a learning experience of how wickedness is ruled on the earth.
Right.
All right, they see it don't fucking work.
Right.
It doesn't fucking work. Everybody dying. The earth is dying.
Right.
It doesn't fucking work.
Right.
So now we have to go back into righteousness.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And it reads, "There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldees."
Those elites.
Yep.
Chaldees, that's what I'm talking about, international bankers, man. Okay, because they're the ones that's really running things, man.
Oh, you got the.
You know, it's these average, everyday.
Oh, you got the new one.
Like I said earlier, they don't know what the hell is
Fine.
going on. Okay, they really think America, the concept, they really think America is real. They don't even know this place is a corporation, man. This place been bought and sold a long time ago. Man.
Right.
The bankers infiltrated this shit.
man. I got 4% right now.
You know? Go ahead, bro.
Real quick, hey, it's a beautiful thing too when they did the memorial for Captain Kirk, and they had that one bug out up there. He was like bald, and he was talking all kinds of, he was talking all kinds of shit, just throwing it out. Oh, we build, we do everything, we rule, basically. That was Edom telling you who's the ruler of the world right now. The scriptures tell you in the last days who's going to be the ruler of the world, who's going to be, the one to go out. With Jacob following that rulership,
go ahead.
right? So, God, that was just another thing, just in the spirit, I was just pondering on. I'm like, we got these, they're getting fired up because ultimately, it's always Jacob. It's always Jacob's. He's the problem.
Right.
Jacob's gonna always be the problem, even if it's a so-called Edomite, whoever who does the crime, it's always gonna fall upon somehow Jacob.
Yep.
Yeah, God, Salaki.
Should have died, brother. You know.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
Jumping back in, this is Isaiah 47 in verse 1, second half, and it reads, "There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldees, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate."
Yep. And here in America, because America has an experience, being war being brought to them, man. You know, like a virgin that has her cherry pop, so to speak. That's America. Okay, and we come into that time where this place is gonna be touched. Okay, that's why it's, you know, you're not gonna be. It says you're not gonna be known no longer as tender and delicate.
You're right.
Go ahead.
Take the millstone and grind meal. Uncover thy locks, make bare the leg.
Right, that's this place being exposed, man. Like we was going in earlier. You know, you got certain.
Stay right
really
here.
started with the truth,
right here.
the prophecy.
Oh, okay, cool.
But also, you got these whistleblowers out here, these insiders. And some of these people actually work in these governments, in these higher levels. They got first-hand experience with what goes on behind the scenes. So when they say certain things, they know what they're talking about, man. You know, so that's that exposure. Babylon's being exposed, right?
Uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered,
Right,
yea.
your shame is being seen.
It's not carried on.
You know, that's your nakedness. Your nakedness is your shame, man.
That's right.
All this
Yeah, it's not
shit,
carried on.
the bullshit that goes behind the scenes.
Does it need to be
all
charged? I
your
gotta charge
wickedness,
it.
all the corruptness is being shown to the
Maybe
people.
your charge
It's
would
being
charge it
exposed to
too.
the people.
No, it's not.
What?
Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Right, when our Lord Yahweh Shah returns, he, you know, when he came around the first time, he came down, you know, riding a ass, man.
Here it is.
You know, he came humble. But this time he coming as a power, great power, and he's coming with the angelic forces. Okay, the armies of heaven. Okay, and this time he ain't saying no words. This time he's gonna judge. He gonna slay, man, and he gonna deliver as well. Go ahead.
That's right. As for our Redeemer, the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel.
Yep.
Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness.
Yep, that's what's going on. Okay, because all this, those councils that they've been having, all that shit's starting to wear off, man. I think with all the tricks they used to work back in the day, that shit is not working anymore, man. You know,
Yeah, 3%.
because now that the Lord has the spirit of truth on it.
How much time we got left?
Truth is
How much time we got left?
combating
Yeah,
these
3%.
lies, man. So they're you know, Esau's
We got
not used to
an hour left.
dealing with this kind of that opposition like this, man.
Right.
He's used to, you know, dealing with the numbskulls, man. The public that don't know shit, man. But now you're not just dealing with any old guy. You're dealing with the How About Shootout Shard, man.
That's right.
This is his program, man. What?
Just to add to that too, you know, not only is Esau dealing with the saints, now he's dealing with the other nations too.
Yeah.
Everybody's pulling up, you know, receipts upon these, you know, so-called false flags, you know, events that happen. Oh, wait a minute, why was this guy doing this in the background?
Yeah,
This guy was making hand signs.
Yep.
Not
You got,
about the.
you know, it's not just the saints. You know, it's all nations. It's the heathens.
Yep.
You know, it's the wicked. The 2/3 of our people. Everybody's bringing up receipts now on this damn devil.
Yep.
Getting sloppy.
That's right. The difference is the prophets got the truth.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The scriptures. Because that's where it starts first. It starts with this truth. Because all this information, the fact that we know this is because we've seen our teachers, man.
That's right.
The apostles, the elders, they was bringing these things out when, you know, when this thing wasn't popular, man.
That's right.
You know, just like when they learned from their elders. So this is a thing of divine intervention, man. This is the Yahweh Shem Shah. Yep, go ahead.
Back in verse 5, Isaiah 47 and verse 5, and it reads, Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldees, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms.
Yep. All this place is gonna get touched, man. All hell's getting ready to break loose here, man.
That's right.
You know, because everybody looked at America, you know, they got that song, America the Beauty, you know, because everybody, you know, like we was going into earlier, at one point in time, this is like a beacon of light, you know, and people are starting to see that light is starting to dim, okay? The future is looking grim here, man, you know? It's a lot of uncertainty in the air right now, man, you know? And then we're on the brink of war. You know, they just had that. They're about to have a meeting with all these admirals, all these army personnel, man. You know, so something's getting ready to happen, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is verse 6, and it reads, I was wroth with my people. I polluted my inheritance.
Right. The Heavenly Father was angry with us. He was displeased with us because we went out. We sinned against him. Okay. And then when you go into the history, when you go to the Book of Judges, you will see that every time Jacob will go into captivity.
Oh, I want to get one.
He would raise up a savior during that time frame. Jacob, they would get, the Lord would come deliver them, and then they'll go back into captivity again for being disobedient. You know, so our people have a history of veering from the Lord, man. You know, but this is the final go around, man. You know, this is the last time we'll ever go into captivity. Because we ain't gonna be in the kingdom having to set up the camps. You know, teach our people to know the Lord, man. Yeah, this is it. What?
This is back in verse 6, and it reads, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thine hand.
Right, because we're giving it into the hand of our enemies. Okay, we're the curse. Deuteronomy said we shall go to our enemy for one of all things.
Yep.
Okay, we're in captivity to this present day. Okay, you don't give a fuck how many degrees you got, or you may think that just because you live in a mansion or you live in a luxurious lifestyle that you're just a high-paid slave. All them niggas that's in the NBA, the NFL, they a bunch of rich slaves, man. You know, and they can lose that money like that. Look at all these different athletes throughout the years that get caught in these different scandals. You know, they end up losing all their money. They end up losing their
You told the older iPhone?
all type of shit, man. You know, but see, that's what goes
I want.
to trust.
You told the older iPhone?
In this society, man.
Yeah.
Thou didst show them no mercy.
Right, you didn't show them mercy.
The older
Okay,
one.
you foreign. You still foreign.
Okay.
Okay? Because like the brother was going in earlier, man. Esau go out there and commit a crime, and then they'll blame it on Jake. And that's what this government is all about, man. They're the ones that's creating the chaos in the first goddamn place.
Yep.
You know, they both the elites, they fund both sides, man. Of these wars, man. It's all a big ass movie set, man. You know, for them to push their agenda, their narrative, man. Go ahead.
Upon an ancient hast thou very heavily laid the yoke.
Right, the elder, you didn't give a damn. It was you still got Jake. You got all people. They in their fucking 60s and 70s. They still got to work.
Can't retire.
Right. They keep raising the retirement age. Okay. They keep raising the year you can withdraw from your Social Security. You know.
That's right.
This place gotta be fucking. This place is wicked as hell, man. Go ahead.
Verse 7, and it reads, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart.
Right, they don't even consider this right here. No, this is the greatest country in the world. That bullshit. They keep spewing that bullshit, man. And saying you got Edomites doing vlogs in their car, man, doing testimony on how their life is fucked up. You know, they living in a goddamn van, man.
Yep.
You know, they got to live in their damn Prius, man. You know, with they fucking dog in the back parking and shit, man. You know, but that's a sign that this place is done. You know, the economy is shit. You know, they give you a raise, they give you a 30-cent fucking. What the fuck is that? 30-cent raise, man. 3 dimes. You know, what the fuck is that? You know? That's why homeless is at an all-time high, man. You know? But the
got something going.
right. Just like New York City. They talk about that New York City, like the city that never sleeps.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's 24/7, it's always something going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's goes to show you. And new under the sun, all that. This is Rome all over again, man.
Sin
All right.
City.
Go back on.
You all commit all the sin that you want.
Yep.
You know, without any limits. When it wrong, do it's wrong.
Right.
Same mirror. America, Babylon the Great is the same mirror as these other kingdoms, man.
You know, when you look at when you would look at the old LAPD police cars, they used to say Centurion on the side of it.
Oh,
Yeah. And you got they had the stadium where the Raiders used to play. They called it the LA Coliseum.
Yep. Still there. Still there. It's called Coliseum.
Yep.
In Expedition Park.
USC Trojans.
Right.
Bro, yeah.
Trojan, Coliseum.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, bro.
Olympic Boulevard.
Yeah. Right.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. Woo. So,
That's that deadly wound being healed.
Yeah, right.
You know, they got the Latin numerals.
Yep. Roman
Every
numerals,
Super
yep.
Bowl that come in is the Super Bowl 45, but they use like the Latin numerals.
Yeah, they could even use numbers. But why they use the Roman numeral?
Right.
They also call it, it's also known as the Gladiator Court.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Red Iron.
Red Iron.
Yeah, bro. They made a movie like
Oh,
that.
Red Iron.
God, back in the book of Isaiah 47 in verse 8, and it reads, "Therefore hear now this, that thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and no one else beside me."
Right, they do character. They're in that Epicurean period.
Yep.
Alright? Me, eat whatever, do that welfare.
Right.
Go ahead.
I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
Right. You know what that sounds like too? When you watch that movie Prince of Egypt, when Pharaoh was talking to Moses, he said, I am what he said, I am the morning and evening star. You know, that's that prideful talk, that speech. That's how because he's the modern day Pharaoh.
Yeah, like he is light.
Yeah.
Like he's the one that basically have life born in this place.
Yeah.
That's damn prideful ass people. Go ahead.
Once again, showing that these Edomites, they're the lowest of the low. They have to steal from the Hamites.
Yeah.
That's that spirit. They have to steal it.
Yep.
They're left with nothing, literally.
Yeah.
They're just meant for destruction.
Yeah, bro.
God,
Base men.
basement, God. Back in Isaiah 47, verse 9, and it reads, "But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day."
Right. You think about how Babylon was destroyed in 1 hour. In one day, you gonna lose it all, buddy. You gonna lose it all. Go ahead.
The loss of children and widowhood.
Right. You're gonna lose your kid. All right, and all your husbands and all your young men to die in the war. But there gonna be no land to come back to when America is destroyed. And guess what? All the men gonna die when your house try to come upon the thing. All right, without a decision and draw free. All right, get to decide against the nation for the great judgment. All right, Isaiah 13. All right, always be perceived with dust and smoke. Let's talk about all you the valley Armageddon one, the mountain of truth that we destroyed out there in the so-called Middle East. All right, we house trying to pull up in the thing. He can be the real pull-up.
Right.
Go ahead.
They shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries.
Right, it's gonna be destroyed perfectly. All right, for that what? But that multitude of sorcery. You involved in multiple you're involved in multiple sorcery. All right, different type of witchcraft, different level of witchcraft. All right, you involved in all that thing, man. All right, show you the old world, the old religion that Esau's involved in. All right, with the Kabbalah breakdown, all the ancient religion of the Canaanite, so-called African. All right, like the basically like 100 minutes ago, you steal everything for the Canaanite,
Right.
the so-called African.
Right.
You know, you ain't got no culture, you ain't got nothing.
Right. Even recently, like with the the whole these Ricos and whatnot, because they infiltrated that whole hip hop industry.
Yep.
To where now they got these agents, they put these agents around these artists. Now all these artists getting caught up. You know, they going on these fucking platforms like Land, Adam 22, all this other, heroes out there, man. And you know, that's thankful, man.
Yeah.
You niggas that's getting caught up fucking niggas, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's good for you, man.
Yep, that was part of the joke.
Yep.
Hey, cause that's all part of ethos, torture, and witchcraft, man.
Yep.
Being a pusher is witchcraft.
Right.
All right. Now when people think that's all form of witchcraft, is witches come up with a potion, all right, to make your opponent weak or stuff like that. No, it's just they're just modern day witches, the pharmaceutical industry, all that, and then you got the pusher in the hood, all that. And you know that's their own people, man.
Right.
So fuck you if you're a drug peddler in your own neighborhood. Destroying your own people in your own neighborhood.
Right.
When you think about these foods, you go inside the grocery store, the majority of things, items in there are sorcery.
Yeah.
It's made in a lab with a different concoction of
Yeah.
ingredients,
Right.
synthetic.
Yeah.
Right. As soon as you walk up in like a fast food restaurant, it tells you in the fine print, this food may cause cancer.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Yeah.
But we ain't no escaping it, you know? Hey, that's why you have the Lord. All right? Because you see what's going to happen, man. Bread be the fall among the Gentiles, poison shall live. Because we should have been dead a long time ago.
Right.
That's why you thought, like, how we can't get rid of these motherfuckers, man? They still have a kid.
Right.
Even in their lower state, in the hood, in the ghetto, they still producing kids.
Right.
You would think they will stop having kids? All right? No matter how many abortions you got,
Right.
Jake still being multiplied out here.
Yeah.
All that witchcraft and sorcery. That's like their multitude. All right? But all that, you can be destroyed for that. Go ahead.
This is back in Isaiah 47 and 9, the second half. And it reads, they shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
Yep.
For
Great
thou,
abundance. See? And they abundantly occupy in that enchantment.
Yeah.
Constantly enchant our people because they put our people under the spell. All right, through the medium, to the media.
Yeah.
All right, all these social media.
Right.
All right, a social medium. All right, part of the social people.
Right.
All right, all these things they put in that enchantment.
Social engineer. That's what they use. What they call them TikTok influencers.
Yeah.
Social media influencers.
All that is just enchantment on a large scale.
Right.
All right, the latest trend, all those are a form of enchantment.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, can you look at the word enchantment?
Like even with those concerts, those concerts are nothing but big ass rituals. Man.
Yep, ritual.
You know what I'm saying? All the people that go to certain like that Travis Scott shit. Man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Go ahead.
That was a big ass ritual, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, that music it puts you in a state of trance.
Yeah.
All right, that music is like hypnotic.
Yeah.
All right, and it gets you going, and now you're under that spell of the music. All right, and then the words come in. All right, and it's subconscious. Yeah.
He was talking about how the frequencies, they tweak with the frequencies of the music, they put you in a certain mind frame.
Right, and they put I forgot what year they started putting it in a lower gigahertz to where now it's beaming through your subconscious.
Yeah.
And now it's feeding stuff in your subconscious that you're not even aware of.
Right.
All right, that's why niggas want to turn a certain type of music to do drug or certain type of music you got drill music. They have to put you in a trance to put you in an enchantment to do a certain type of crime.
Right.
Like that artist Kid Cudi. He just recently came out saying he had to fight his thing like cocaine addiction. If you notice, if you listen to his music, it's dealing. All his songs is dedicated to like cocaine and
Right.
like
Yeah, it's
slow
all
and, like,
depressive. And he was very depressive,
Right.
especially
Yeah.
when his father passed away. he was heavily into alcohol and drugs, and all his song is like low depression, like I'm in a low spirit, low in me type. That's why in that thing in like in that high, that thing is like it's like harmony, but it's like in a low depressed state type of thing.
Joe Budden was in there for a while too, because he was going through the depression and all that shit, man. That's why the music, if you notice, like that era, like in 2008 to like 2011, that music was silent. All the music was silent like that.
Yeah, especially when Kanye West came out with the 808 and Heartbreak.
Yeah.
All right, that 808, all right, and that Heartbreak, it was all depressing type of stuff. Being outlandish, you know. That's why when you'll find yourself in a certain type of music based on your mood.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just throw on some fucking gangster rap and I might be in that mood. But sometimes I'm throwing some on the piano. Sometimes I might throw on R&B. But then you got different type of R&B. You know? That mood, that music put you in a certain type of mood. Right? Even you're already in that mood and you have that music to feel that mood, or you listen to music that can put you in the mood.
Right.
You know?
Right. Like David will play the harp to get the demons off the saw.
And then you got vice versa. You got music that can put demon on you.
Yeah. Like this motherfucker NBA young boy.